blend it at the bottom. But you see how, like, you can't even really tell that there's acne anymore. Okay, I wanted to make this video for the acne prone girlies like myself that, you know, just break out at the drop of a hat. You know what I mean? Like, ever since I can imagine, my face has been full of acne. It does not help that, you know, like when I see like a bump, like I just have to get it. Like I just have so many, like, you know what I mean? Scars and things in that sort. And I've tried Proactive. I've tried, you know, different, you know, Neutrogena. I've tried black soap. I've tried every little thing and I still get so much acne all over. But I love makeup. Like I'm a makeup girly. Like, till the death of me, okay? Period. So one thing I will say is that full coverage foundation is everything, you guys. Everything. You need full coverage. And then I also noticed that my primer really helps. So like, let's get into it. So starting off, you guys, I had this in my Ulta haul, but it's the Snail mucin. I still don't know if I'm saying that right. The Power Essence. I know you guys have seen this all online. It's incredible. Like, I start off by putting some of this, and it does help if you guys' face is just a little bit damp, okay? Mine is like a little bit damp, like I just took a shower, so it's fine. But I just, oh my God, it's an incredible moisturizer. And it's very, very important so that you have a good, solid base before, you know, you pack on your foundation. Because I know skincare is the best care. I'm still working on that. I'm still trying to be cute, though. Like, don't play with me. But, yeah, I love this stuff, you guys. Okay, and then I'm going to go in with my primer. My e.l.f. primer. And like I told you guys, too, it's cheap. I like it, you know. And let me just, sorry, really fast. I go in with some primer, some e.l.f. primer. I really like the consistency of it. Ooh. Okay. I really like the consistency of it. Like it has like a lotiony texture and I feel like it's really good for acne prone skin just because it's so thick. And you know that it's really getting in there and it's a really solid base. So then I just go in like that. And like sometimes I will put the concealer on before the foundation in certain areas. If it's, okay, look, like perfect. Like I just love that, you know, skin prep. Like that's my little routine, you know? And I didn't even used to have a skin prep routine, but then I'm like girl, you need to have one. Even if you don't have acne, you need to have one. Like it just makes it so much better, you guys. And like also like I think that like acne can be hormonal as well. Like I don't necessarily think that acne is always because like you don't eat right or because you don't drink enough water. Like sometimes it's like hormonal. Like sometimes I'm so stressed out that I break out. Yes, it happens. Okay, but I like to go in with my brush. It is clean. It just has like a little bit of like, you know what I mean? And maybe that's why I have acne too. Like sometimes I don't be cleaning my brushes. Like, I'm just be real. But I am just gonna spray it with a little bit of water. You know what I mean? Just to make it moist. And then I go in with my Fenty foundation. I absolutely love Fenty because it has like the perfect coverage. So I'm gonna show you guys. Watch. So I put a little bit directly on the brush. And then look at acne. And look at that full coverage. Look at it. Like, that's the key. Like, I really feel like having a good, you know, base and then having some full coverage will do the trick every time, you guys. Every single time. So then I'm just gonna go in and I want to just do this part of my face so you guys can see the difference. And even like with like the red spots and stuff, you know, like when you have acne and it's red spots, you can't even see it. Like, this is the best. It's my favorite. And I don't even spend $40 on foundation, but for Riri, like I must. Okay. You guys, you see how, let me blend it at the bottom, but you see how like you can't even really tell that there's acne anymore? Like, look at that. Look at that. Before, after. Before, after. Like, look at that. And then it also looks really, really natural once you blend it out all the way. And you just have to really find your skin color. Like, I know, of course, there's still going to be like a little bit of that rough, you know, kind of texture, but you just have to really just keep like blending in and make sure you put enough product. Don't overdo it on the product, but I will say, like, you know, putting enough. And the brush is everything, you guys. I was using a beauty blender for the longest time, and that just didn't blend well. It didn't mesh well with my face, so I had to use a brush. Like, I had to get a brush, and I literally got this from like the beauty supply, and it's like, it's a Nikkei, New York, and I got it from the beauty supply, but it's like amazing. This brush blends so good. So your texture of your skin and your overall foundation is going to look so much better when you use better, you know, tools and, you know, your technique. I just go in patting, making sure everything is blended so it has that flawless look, you guys. Look at that. Before, after. Before, after. Like, you see all that? No, not cute. Not cute. You see? Like, it literally disappeared. And then Fenty is also like a liquid. So I feel like liquid foundation really does help much better when you have like acne prone skin. Like that. And just pat it in there. Just go in and pat it in there. Don't be scared, you guys. Like, put that shit in there. It's makeup. And unfortunately, the more acne you have, the more makeup you do have to use. But it's okay because we're beautiful and we're gonna get it right. But you guys see, like, what acne? What acne? Where is it? And then you see how like you have these little bumps right here? I'm gonna show you guys like what to do with that. Hold on. So I just go in. Just get that top. Cause most of my acne comes from, or not comes from, but most of my acne is like dark spots, I feel. Like, not necessarily like bumps, because I don't let bumps sit on my face, you guys. I go crazy. I will bust them. Like, I just can't see a bump on my face and not bust that shit. Like, I just have to. I cannot like just walk around with a white pus on my head. And I feel like it makes it easier when you bust it to kind of like have a flatter surface. So like, even like when you go to the estheticians and stuff, they still have like a blackhead like kind of removal type of situation. You know what I mean? Like, they have like a little blackhead popper. Like, either way, they're popping it. Whether you're popping it, the esthetician is popping it. Like, maybe it is best to go to the esthetician, but at the end of the day, like, somebody gotta bust that shit. But you see, you guys, how it's already looking so much better. Like, oh my God. Look at that. Look at that. What acne? What acne? Just make sure you blend. Okay, so okay, and then like little spots like this where it's kind of bumpy. I take my concealer and I let it sit. So let me blend out this other side. Let me just blend out everything. It's also perfect when you have like your little bald cap, so that when you put like your lace front or something, like if you do wear lace fronts, like you can just put it like that and kind of blend that out too. Okay. Just blend that out. Okay. And then I don't know if this truly does make it look different, but this is what I've just been doing for some time and it works for me. So I just leave it on there and then I blend it a little bit. So more foundation, lots of foundation, you guys. Like that's key. Make it a little bit even. And this is where I will go in with a beauty blender just to get those like little areas. And again, you guys, it's not gonna be perfect. It's not gonna be flawless because, you know, the skin really does matter, but it's going to make it so much more covered that you're really not gonna be able to tell like that. And again, I'm not a professional. Blend it out a little bit more so it's more flat. And this is just what works for me. And then okay, it's still gonna be like some bumps, like not even gonna lie, but honestly, one thing about having acne is that you have to work it out. You have to still be confident. You still have to be a bad bitch. And yes, nobody's skin is gonna be perfect. Those videos where you see like the perfect flawless skin, most of the time it's edited, or she does not have one stitch of acne and her face is like perfect. But that's rare, you guys. That's rare. That's rare. And then just last but not least, I set my my foundation with a color that is, you know, about similar to my foundation, just to set it in so that, you know, it can be, you know, more polished in a way. And it can just be like not so I don't know, not so full coveragey. Because sometimes I feel like with full coverage, it can look like a lot of makeup if you don't like have a powder afterwards. So yeah. And I love makeup. It just makes me feel so pretty. I'm like, and definitely still, like, you can still see some like little bits and pieces, but overall, like, the texture of your skin is way different than like actually seeing acne and acne scars. So yeah, you guys, just get that blended out. And then that is how literally I can put full coverage foundation on this face full of acne, and it can transform. But yeah, rock your skin, babes. Like, put that foundation, put that little bit of concealer, and rock that shit. It's still gonna look flawless. It's still gonna look pretty. Make sure you're using full coverage. Make sure you skin prep. And I'm going to try to do some color correction coming soon, so I think that will help with the acne prone skin as well. But other than that, live your best life, babes. Bye.